Alrighty, everyone. We are going to get started, so I hope you guys are eating more food and everything. You guys will be able, we're going to do little breaks pretty often, I believe. So you guys can come down, get some snacks, get some fruit, have some more turkey, whatever you want. So you're all good there. So we are very excited to have Raleigh here today. He is from California, and he's a part owner of a couple gyms out there, and is moving to Tennessee area soon and stuff like that. But we're really excited. I know we try to bring in a clinician once a year. It's kind of like when the gym was smaller, we could take more people and go to like an event or something like that, but now that's too cost prohibitive, and so we want to bring people here to help us kind of get new ideas and different ways to do things. So really we're just kind of looking for everyone to have a good open mind, be open to trying different things. I think it's going to be a fun, interactive experience. Just kind of some different ways to potentially try running classes and maybe some drills and fun stuff like that. I'm sure everyone can get a golden nugget or two from kind of what we're going over today and tomorrow, and we're really excited to have you, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Woo! Cool. All right, so give you guys a setup. There's nothing new about you that I have not seen, done, dealt with. I've fired people, hired people, trained people that don't want to learn, trained people that do want to learn, had to train people that don't like me, train people that do like me. I know how to make parents mad. They've quit my program because of me. I know how to make parents happy. They stay in the program because of me. So there's not really going to be a lot of surprises, okay? The problem in this type of situation, to set the whole entire tone properly, is you don't know me and I don't know you. And that's the biggest problem we're going to have, okay? You don't know if I'm safe, and you don't know if you can trust me. And so because you don't know that, you will not be vulnerable enough for me to actually help you. If you're not vulnerable enough for me to help you, this is a giant waste of time. So a lot of the stuff we're going to be doing is just going on a really crazy adventure. Hopefully you're going to see me make mistakes, which will make you more comfortable in being vulnerable to make mistakes and realize we don't really care. The mistakes are not the problem, okay? So there's some things we have to kind of like brain shift into, and there's some ideas that we kind of have to destroy because they're kind of just built into our culture as America. Like one thing is like, going to school and thinking grades matter when they don't, because money does. Because who cares if you have a 4.0 and you're working at Starbucks or some place that doesn't matter, and that's all you've got in your life, and you're like, why did I try so hard just to make minimum wage? Because that's a real situation for people. And then they're sitting there thinking, wait, did grades really matter in my life when I'm trying to pay bills, afford a car, X, Y, and Z? Does it make sense? So how we measure things really messes things up a lot. This is a performance industry, what it is. So you have to understand from like the get-go, somebody walks through your door, this is a performance industry. It doesn't matter if it's martial arts, ballet, tumbling, aerial silks, it's all performance driven. A person walks into the front door, what is the expectation they have coming into a performance industry, a service that's going to say, we know how to make you better, right? That's the expectations coming through the door. So just a question, this is going to open the floor to you, is what do you think the number one problem every performance industry has that is similar, that's not unique or special to anybody? What's the number one problem? Customer walks in the door, the number one problem that has to be solved that every performance industry has to deal with. What do you think that number one problem is?
Communication?
No. You can be a bad communicator and still get performance. That's not the problem. A lot of you are bad communicators and you still get performance, just so if you weren't aware. I'm a bad communicator, I still get performance. There's people that communicate better than me. So it's not the problem. So what's the problem? The customer comes in, because think about this, customer came in. Did they say, I'm going to pay you $90 a month because you're a good communicator? Is that why they came in here?
Expectation.
Okay, but what is the expectation?
Sometimes I feel that the parents have different expectations than us as well as the service that we're trying to offer.
So what is the expectation you're providing in your head?
That we want to help the best way that we can to not only encourage but instill confidence that the kid feels as much growth as the parents that we see.
Okay, so you're not wrong, but you're not clear enough. So there's still vaguity in that, right? How do I instill confidence? If I said, go instill some confidence, you guys will all do it differently. You don't know how to do that. So it's going to look different. So then how can I deliver a consistent result to a customer if confidence building looks different for every single person? Because that customer is going to basically go, oh, you build confidence really well and you do a bad job at it and you do it really well. And they're going to want to put their kids with the people who do it well and take their kids out of the classes who don't do it well, right? Because we're building confidence. and not everyone's at the same level. So it needs to even be more clear. Customers walking through the door, there's one problem that every performance industry has. I'm not going to be easy for you. We're going to make it really weird and awkward.
Consistency?
Nope. But thank you for offering. It's close. It's not clear enough. Consistency is not clear enough. You can be consistent and still be bad at this. You can be consistently bad. A lot of you are consistently bad. I watched the other day, saw consistency, and said, that's a consistency that's not helping you. But that you're consistent, that's great. I had an athlete go to a competition, made the mistake multiple times, and I said, well, at least you're consistent. Made the judge laugh, and was like, we need to change this, but we're not going to change it in competition, so you'll be consistently bad today. And then we'll go get our consistency better someplace else. Number one problem. Person walks in, was it?
Overconfidence. Like we know something better than they do.
I mean, that's a huge problem to getting the customer what they're paying for, absolutely, overconfidence. And that is a belief that we're going to bust in realizing how to calibrate our confidence properly. I'm highly overconfident, and I make tons of mistakes because of my overconfidence, but I also adapt to them very quickly too. Right. Well, an overconfident person needs to see their mistakes and flaws fast, and then be like, switch. It's the overconfident person that doesn't want to learn that's kind of like annoying. You're just like, who cares about your overconfidence? Do you want help on this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So your brains just think it's super simple and stupid. They want to learn skills. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for the ability to acquire a new skill. They are not paying for you to teach them things they already know. They're not paying for you to teach them things they already have. They're paying you to teach them something they don't have. So, you're not Disneyland. They can go to Disneyland for that. That's not what they're paying you for. Now, you have something that's very unique in this club, in this gym, that I've seen lots of gym environments. You have something very unique to you, and I think you should hold on to that as your superpower. Okay, and that is you have a group of people that have a genuine level of care, and you guys have a very nice personality and demeanor and culture built into this group. I can see it, I can feel it. So that exists, but there's going to be problems with that. We're going to unravel that over time to realize that we have superpowers, but there's also deficiencies because of those superpowers. We're going to talk about not this is good and that's bad, or this is good and that's bad, but how do we take this and move it into a direction so that we can leverage our superpower. Okay? Because right now, a lot of you are not leveraging your superpower. You have it, you're relying on it, but you don't know how to leverage it for performance. Does it make sense what I'm saying at all? Okay? So, why is it that a customer's coming through this door to learn a new skill? Why do they do that? What's the drive behind the person driving 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 3 minutes to get to that door, to walk in, to learn a new skill? What's driving them? What is it? Just to be happy. Close. The word happy is a very close word. It's not clear enough. There's a more clear word than happy. It's a motivating factor that is built into the United States of America. You're close. Those are correct thoughts. But there's a better word that is attached to a neurotransmitter known as serotonin. And serotonin delivers something to your brain that makes you feel, dopamine makes you feel goal-orientated. So dopamine is the accomplishment of goals. But it does not give you what serotonin is really known for. But what are you being said? What is it's close? Satisfaction is very close, but there's more. There's a more powerful word than satisfaction. It is what America is founded on, the American dream. It is why people come into America illegally. It is what everyone is chasing in America. Okay?
Freedom.
You're very close. Yeah, I mean these are not bad words, okay? But when I give you the word, you're gonna realize, all right, I get it. It's the reason why people go shopping and buy new clothes that they know have no purpose in their life, but they're going to buy those anyways. And it's the reason why you chase the 4.0, and it's the reason why you want to go to a certain college, the reason why you date somebody or don't date somebody.
Self-gratification.
I mean, you're getting there.
Success.
I mean, it's part of it.
Oh my gosh.
These are all words, right?
Accomplishment.
That's a little bit of it, but accomplishment is goal-orientated. Okay, but you see how now your brain's starting to think, right? These words matter. Serotonin delivers significance. Significance. Significance is all those things. You decided to buy some ice cream for a particular reason. It's significant because of the scenario that's desired. You're like, I want chocolate right now, but maybe next time you want vanilla. They have significance, and that significance is built into the desire you have in that moment. It can change. So you buy new clothes so you feel more significant. You can go out in front and go, oh, look at my new outfit. And everyone goes, oh, I like your outfit. I like your hair. I like your shoes. Right? I like the car you drive. Why do you care about what anyone else thinks about you? Because you want significance. And so if you cannot, which self-gratification is a huge thing, if you cannot get the significance from within, then you're going to pursue it from without. Now, currency. Children, what are they leveraging as currency amongst their peers? It starts at a very young age, and then it evolves over time. So like the currency I have is I own 2 gyms. You guys can't compete with that if you don't own gyms. So you're like, I don't care. I have a nicer car than you, Raleigh. I have a nicer house than you, and that's what you would compete with. So you're not going to compete on the gym level. We might be competing on the gym level. How do you do that with the gym, and how do you do that, and how do you do mine better? That's where we're going to be having our currency, right? But from a kid's perspective, what is their currency? What is it?
Toys.
Toys? Yeah, who has the better toy, which really just comes down to who has the richer mom or dad at that point. So, I mean, that's what that is. And then that's the leveraging significance. That's usually around like 8th grade when that starts to matter. You know, like what car is my parent pulling up to school with, or what are they going to pick me up from the movies? Oh, your family has a Jaguar, well, yours has a Tesla, and yours has a tricycle. And they're just like, yeah, you know. And then you start to evolve according to those things. Skills. What matters with an 8-month-old for a 12-month-old to an 18? Well, my child's walking at this age. Well, my child's walking. Well, you must be a really dumb parent because yours is walking later than my parent. That's significance of skills. It starts with skills. My kid can read at this age. My kid can read at that age. Significance of skills. My kid cleans up their room. My kid doesn't clean up their room. Significance of skills. Then the kids, what do? They jockey for position. I can do a cartwheel, you know, and on the playground, and I can do a forward roll, and I can do a back handspring. What are cheerleaders known for? Significance. I want to make the team. What do you have to do? A back handspring, a backflip. Can you? No, because you're bad. Significance of skills. And then they can't get the skill, and then they can't be in the friend group, right? They're like, oh, I can't hang out with your table because I don't have a back handspring. And they're like, yeah, this is the back handspring table. You can only sit here if you have one. And then that's significance of skills. And so that's the currency that's being traded. And so you go into the confidence, the self-esteem thing. So what's the parent doing? They're looking at their kid's sulk like, I don't have a back handspring. And the parent's like, well, I have money. I'll pay somebody to get them skills so they stop doing that. And then they'll fit in. And so that's the currency that's being converted. Money converted to skills. Significance is what we're chasing because that's going to give confidence and self-esteem. Now here's the silliness of the game. It has no end. So you get the back handspring, there's a back tuck group. You get the back tuck, there's a double flipping group. You get the double flipping group, there's the winning group. You get the winning group, there's the elite kids who are better than the winning group because they were selected, you know? And then you get there and you realize, this sucks. Like, why did I try so hard? It's not actually that exciting, okay? I've worked for Olympic coaches, I've met with Olympians, and everybody at the top would just rather go to the beach, enjoy some good food, have a nice bed to sleep on. Nobody's out there going like, I can do a triple-double, look at me. Like, nah, I would like to surf on my phone. So the top is weird. We're at the bottom, everyone's chasing the significance. Then you get to the top, and the significance totally pivots and shifts, okay? Your significance is gonna pivot and shift constantly based off of your financial needs. You get a job here, he pays you really well, and you're like, oh, I'm making money, but then eventually you're like, but I want that thing, so I have to make more money, and then you're like, but do I really want to teach that class? Do I even really like birthday parties? And then you have to start evolving around where are you going to get your significance, how are you going to do it? I like to think about extremes because it helps our brain connect to silly things. So think about drug dealers. What's so significant about them? Why do they do what they do? They want fast, easy money. And they want a customer that gets addicted to them because it's just fast, easy money. It's like, that's a high level of significance. And the government's like, that's bad. And everyone else is like, that should be bad too. But you can see like the attraction to it is like fast, easy money is like very attractive when you're chasing the significance game of, do I have 27-inch spinner wheels, you know, and what does my paint job look like? And well, how big, I mean, that's the reason why you get white collar crime. Like, why you're a banker. Why do you care about why are you going to, you know, exploit people and steal their money when you're making tons of money? Because there's a significance problem that every single person is dealing with. Doesn't matter where you are in this game. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay? The training I'm going to give you is not a right, wrong, good, bad. It's a better. Whatever you're doing now, great. There's always better. And I'm going to show you how performance works at every single tier and level. Doesn't matter if you're teaching the littlest kid or the most amazing person, the rules of performance or getting better are the same for every single person across the board. That's what we're going to learn about. So it's not my way, your way, you know more, I know, it's none of that. There's rules, first principles to getting better. You need to know them, and then you can self-reflect and go, oh, I'm not following these rules of getting better. And you can't break the rules of getting better. That's why there's homeless people. Because they've chosen to either do that or they can't break the rules, and thus the rules break them. So you get people at the bottom and you get people at the top because there's rules of better. Some people cheat to get better and then it catches up with you. Some people don't cheat to get better, but they're so reserved that they never put themselves into the risk situation to get better, so they don't get as much as they could have. So they play it really safe. So their better is very, very small incremental steps. Okay? And this is a game that you're going to learn how to play, and you're going to realize that it doesn't matter. Performance sports are all built around this. Every single top athlete. So what I'm going to give you information-wise is a framework that you can apply to the lowest level, the brand new, this person who knows nothing about your industry, or you can apply it to the top level athlete, and they both will get better guaranteed. Because it's the rules of getting better. Okay? The biggest conflict we're going to have is your willingness to understand or receive the information. I'm going to deliver it to you. I have no idea if it's going to stick in your brains. I have no idea if you're going to apply it. Half the employees that I've ever taught, they still do all the things that I told them not to do. One thing I tell brand new employees that I'd hire, I'd say, don't teach kids to run backwards in warm-up, because that's just silly. Like, why does someone need to be running backwards in warm-up to look behind them if they're going to run off the floor or hit somebody? It's like it's a useless thing to be doing at a beginner level. And still, coaches are like, I don't know what else to do in my warm-up. Run backwards! And then you just create chaos for no reason. But people aren't thinking about the steps of getting better. And so oftentimes we're just putting chaos in our problems, and then we're just thinking like, well, I'm surviving today. The shift that I had, personally, the shift that I had was when I got done teaching a class with this methodology and framework that I'm going to apply, I had all my energy and more before I even started the day. So I used to teach a class, and at the end of the day, I'd be like tired, and like, oh my goodness, that was a long day, I'm tired. And I would feel it. And with this shift, I was able to teach all the students, athletes, didn't matter the class, and I'd leave and I'd be like, huh, that wasn't that bad. I don't feel tired. I was like, this is weird. And then I started realizing like I'm on to something. And so I started fine-tuning and figuring out so I could deliver it to other people that were not me. Okay? So that's kind of what we're going to be setting up. Anyone have any thoughts on what I said? Things you like, don't like. Now you're motivated to learn from me. Now you're not. The floor is yours. What are your thoughts inside your brain? You can say, I have zero thoughts, Raleigh. That's good to know.
I'm intrigued.
Intrigued. That's great. A fun game is by looking at me. I did this at a group in Florida. By looking at me, what can you tell about me, whether you like something or don't like something? Like one person said, I don't like your haircut. And I was like, that's good. That's good. Tell me things. But just by looking at me, making your own judgment calls, what's some things you can now just, and I've already spoken a little bit, what can you say that I like this or I don't like this? How about you start there? Tell me what you, passion?
You're passionate about your work.
That's very true.
You're direct.
I'm direct. Thank you. That offends a lot of people.
She said you're scary.
I have a lot of athletes that have said that.
I know that a lot of us have said you're scary when you walk in.
Yeah, I am. Good. I'm scary.
So I'm a little intimidated. I agree.
Intimidated, yeah.
I just thought you were too tall.
The intensity, yeah. I'll squat down.
Too tall.
I'm really short, so.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anything else?
Good taste in clothes.
Oh, thank you. My wife bought these shoes for me. My mom bought the sweatshirt for me for my birthday. So I don't even dress myself.
Your mom and wife have good taste in
Yeah,
clothes.
that's the message along to them. Yeah. That's good. Anything else? It's just thoughts are important. You got to connect ideas. So any other things? Excited? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna. How's everyone's tummy feel like? If we went to go do a physical exercise, would you all barf on the floor, or like, could we go do something and then just get you moving and stuff? Yeah.
I'm good to move.
All right.
Please don't barf on the newly cleaned floors.
Is that floor more space or this floor more space?
Depending on the day.
We can clear everything really quickly, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right
Yeah.
now, this
We
one.
like that floor
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.